Welcome back to our continuing YouTube video series on business law. My name is Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal, and in this particular series of YouTube videos we are looking at unanimous shareholders agreements. And in this particular video we're going to be looking at the aspect of having a performance matrix. Now, a performance matrix is something that's not all too commonly in unanimous shareholders agreements, although it should be. And one of the reasons is that most people, when they put together a unanimous shareholders agreement, even when they get it from lawyers done, is they look for a very basic and generalistic agreement that deals with some of the larger legal issues that could arise from from an operation of business, from a buyout standpoint, dealing with certain major voting rights. And that's all good and fine. However, if you're really wanting your business to perform and you really want to deal with some of the major internal issues associated with a business and really uplift the performance of the business, it is a strong recommendation that you include a performance matrix in your unanimous shareholders agreement. And why do I say that? I say that because performance amongst a number of shareholders is critical to the success of the business. Why not transpose your expectations of you and your fellow shareholders into the agreement that you are working with? The intention is, and it might be the intention designed for just the beginning of the process, that not only do you come in and you have an equal cut or divided cut of the profits of the business, but you should also have intended expectations with respect to your inputs into the business and its success. Now, yes, there might be certain individuals who are going to be more on the financial side, these so-called silent shareholders or silent partners. And that's all taken into account in a performance matrix, because what they are looking for and what you should be looking for is those individuals who are not the financing type but the work type should have their work aspects specifically laid out in the performance matrix. And the criteria is not to be so specific as to you got to put in X number of hours and you have to do this and you have to do this. It's a larger generalistic level of expectations. So if somebody's going to be doing something in a broader scale, take on marketing, pursue new clients, work on coding, take care of administrative aspects, deal with customers, at least at the outset and for a period of time. That is what should be put in the performance matrix, so that everybody moves forward with the confidence that the financing people have put in their money, yes, and the performance people have a general scope as to what they are performing. And it can go beyond that, and it can tie in to your retention of share positions, your retention of voting powers. Because the whole thing that you got to understand is that simply coming into a business and being a business partner, in this case a shareholder in the business, needs you to carry your weight. And far too often, people do not carry their weight in the business. And then when they do not carry their weight, the other people look at it and say, I need to deal with this situation. But they confer on them all the rights irrespective of their performance. So reconsider that. Should not their performance be tied in? And this is something you set out at the outset, because you put forward expectations, and at the outset of the business, people are more than happy to say, I'm committed to these expectations and I am going to perform. I'm going to put in the money and I'm going to perform with the work, or I'm simply going to do the work and I'm going to realize my return for the work I do. Because they'll sign off on that and say, I'm going to do the work. But if they don't do the work later on, what are you going to say? Well, the agreement might not say anything. And if it doesn't say anything, they're still entitled to their share position. And how do you deal with that? That is what you need to be doing. You need to consider the aspect of performance matrix. And if people overperform, consider how you properly award that overperformance. Bonus those people out. Deal with them. Assign additional shares. Have a different share class that allows them to transpose additional bonus funds out. That is one. At the end of the day, what you have to consider is how you ensure full performance by everybody involved. Because only by getting full performance by everybody involved will you make the business successful, and will you not have to carry the full weight of the business by yourself or by a few of the shareholders while other shareholders ride your coattails. Hey, it's fine if you want them to ride your coattails. I wouldn't want it, and you shouldn't want it. So what you should do is consider a performance matrix to be a vital part of Unanimous Shareholders Agreement, and allow it to develop and to be a growing document, but nevertheless be central at the outset when you can have it imposed, and when people say they understand their obligations to perform and to work in furtherance of the business. We hope you found this YouTube video informative. You like it, you subscribe to our channel. If you have comments, you can leave comments in our section below. But also what's important is, if you want to understand how you can better put together a Unanimous Shareholders Agreement, do not hesitate to contact ourselves, because my interest is in helping businesses out there make the most of their business. Be the most successful that you can be. As such, we create these videos to try to create that knowledge, impart that knowledge, so people can see what they might be lacking when they start off a business. Because most people haven't looked at all the aspects, haven't seen the pitfalls and downfalls of operating a business, especially with multiple shareholders. And as a lawyer who's been practicing for some 2 decades now, I've seen far too many situations where people haven't considered stuff at the outset, and it's hurt them down the road. And simple, straightforward aspects, such as a performance matrix, could have made a whole lot of difference in their business, and could have made them more enthusiastic and comfortable with all the work and sacrifice they are doing. So we hope you found this informative, and we hope you have the best of luck with your business endeavor that you're pursuing. And we're always here to work with you, should that be of interest to yourself. Thank you.